for those of you who don't know me, I am all about Mahjong and spreading my love of Mahjong to the community through my events, my live streams, my book, my Facebook groups, my YouTube channel, etc., etc. So I'm going to go ahead and share. And hello, everybody watching from YouTube. I see everybody's connecting in there. Hello, Carol, Linda, Sue, and anybody else who's watching who hasn't put a chat in there yet. I'm going to head over to I Love Maj and get started. And I'll share my screen. So here we are at I Love Maj. Let me go ahead and get up here so I could show you. I am in the game launch pad. And I am going to be playing an official game against the bots. But if you haven't experienced I Love Maj, I just want to take a moment to say it's a really wonderful platform. They have a great exercise room down here. And if you go through these exercises, I promise you, you're going to start learning the card. And when I say learn the card, I do not mean memorize the card. Learn it enough where when you start to arrange your tiles, you're able to see certain things right away. And it's not a struggle. And when you can do that and you have a direction to go in, it's going to make it a lot easier for you. So familiarity with the card is an absolute must. When we've been playing for years and the new card comes out, it's not such a big deal to switch out to the new card because we know that there's many hands that come back. Sometimes they change their configuration a little bit. So for instance, our famous 2 pungs and 2 kongs will often change from being 2 pungs, 2 kongs to a pung kong, pung kong, kong pung, kong pung, pong, 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 whatever they decide they're going to do, but they always come back along with many other hands. They just change sometimes the number of tiles in the groupings. So it becomes easier as you play more years and you experience more new cards. But please come in here and try it out. It's a whole lot of fun. And I'm going to go ahead and get started with the game. If you have any questions, like I said earlier, grab your chat box and move it into a corner somewhere, and you will be able to easily send me a message. I'll watch. I always watch on both YouTube and Zoom. I'm actually getting better, Phyllis. I really am. I'm getting much better about watching those chats. And so you can ask questions. You can make a suggestion. Sometimes I don't see a hand that you guys do because there are some high-level players that come in on Wednesday night to help me out and just to keep an eye on me. I think they want to make sure that I'm, doing everything right. No, I'm only kidding. But anyway, you might have a suggestion. You might see something that I don't see. Feel free to put it in chat. I love for you to help out and to be a part of it. So I'm going to go ahead and launch the game. Hello, Ann and Bill and Jingles, who just joined in on YouTube. All right, so here we are at the main launch pad of the game. And if you're coming in here for the first time and you've never played here at I Love Maj, make sure you've got the right card posted. Just, I don't know, a couple of days ago, someone posted a picture in the I Love Maj Facebook group and said, can anybody tell me why this said it was a bad Mahjong, or they made me dead? Well, it was because she had the 2023 card checked and the system didn't recognize the hand. So you want to make sure that you have that 2020. The timer here is really a cool little tool. And this merely is a timer to just judge how long it takes you to make a decision when a tile is discarded. There is a pause button, so no alarm. You could still pause it. But if you want to get better at making decisions and playing faster during certain parts of the game, which I do talk about, such as the begin game, the first 33 tiles, and most of this middle game for that matter, where you are not going to take a lot of time and worry about what your opponents are playing at that point. So that helps speed up the game. And even when you're a new player, you could still follow these basic rules, okay? But try it. For tonight, I leave it off so I don't have to think about hitting the pause button and losing an opportunity to call a discard if it goes out. Here I'm at bot level 2. Level 1 is plays like a beginner player would play. Look, if you want to use level 1 and you're new at playing, come in and do it. It'll help you win more games. But I encourage you to move quickly from that into level 2 and stay at level 2 for as long as you want, because they're pretty competitive. But for level 1, the bots are going to do things that I might teach you not to do. And if you see the bots doing it, you might get confused and be thinking, oh, gee, I could do that. They're doing it. Although even in person, you're going to have people doing things that you've heard me say to try not to do. All right, so we're going to go ahead and keep that there. I think I changed my theme last week just to get a little bit, I don't like that too much pink, but let's see. I'll keep that tonight. I like that. All right, here we go. Now, I think that's a little loud. Is my audio nice and clear and loud enough? Good. Oh my God, a few weeks ago, something went really wonky with my audio, and I actually had to leave the live stream on YouTube rather than the edited video that I usually do. Very rare that that happens, but it did. All right, I sort by suit. I usually put my wins and dragons down to the right. No special reason. If you like to put them, keep them up front, you can. I just keep them to the right because I feel like flowers should always go to the left because they're at the beginning of all the hands this year. Sometimes they're in the beginning and in the middle. And I also feel like, well, they have their own category on the right side of the card. So it kind of feels right to me, but certainly they get moved. They don't stay there if I'm going to use them. Now, I always like to work off of multiples. And for those of you that are here every week, you kind of hear this. I wonder sometimes if you hear me in your dreams or something repeating these things. But nonetheless, for people that are newer, I need to remind everybody that you want to try to work off of your multiples if you can, because having more than one of a tile is a strength and a good place to start from. So when I look at the 5s here, I know it's not 2024, and I know it's not 2468, and I know the categories. You could memorize at least the category order. That is not difficult to do. That I would suggest you do. And I know that I like numbers comes next after the 2468. So I would keep the 5 in case I get more 5s for like numbers. Now, I'm only building upon something. I'm making the foundation of several things. I'm not choosing any one thing right now. I'm staying open and flexible to give myself as many options as I can. Now, I also, if I look, I'm going to skip consecutive run for a moment. I do it myself. I skip it, do everything else first, and then I kind of go back to the consecutive run section. But I also see that I have the 1, the 3, and the 9 that fit into the 1, 3, 5, 7, 9 category. And I do have a 3, although I'm not so sure that the 3 is strong enough to think about the mixed suit 1, 3, 5, 7, 9, but it could be something strong in the 2 suit 1, 3, 3, 5, pung, pung, clong, clong, which would be line 2 under 1, 3, 5, 7, 9. So I would want to keep that if I could, definitely. And then I wouldn't mind keeping the red because I know there's a hand under 13579 that uses the opposite dragon. So if I were to get, something in 1 bam, 3 bam, I know that I could use that red in there. I always stick it in between, even though it's here on the card. My brain says it should be here, and it doesn't matter. Believe it or not, it doesn't matter. So I would like to keep that as well. Now, circling back to the consecutive run section, I'm kind of happy I don't have a whole lot of choices. There is a 2 there that I could keep for 1, 2, 3 right now, but I want to keep all of this because I definitely like what I'm collecting here. And I also have a little bit of 3, 6, 9. So right now, a little bit of like numbers. I have a little bit of the 1, 3, 5, 7, 9. I have some 3, 6, 9. Well, gee, that gives me a lot of options. So I'm going to go ahead and pass this, and this, and I'm not going to keep the wins. I could keep the wins and give everything else up and see about playing maybe the third line under any like numbers, but you can't keep everything, and this is going to be my choice to do right now. So let's see what happens. Sometimes you get back the evens when you're collecting the odds. That's the way this game goes. But I didn't. I got another 5 in, and I did get a 9, which of course is in that 135 category, 13579 category. But when I look at these tiles, I see, let me just look 5, 7. No, I see more of the low end odds. Excuse me. I see some of those more low end odds. So the 9 is not going to be as strong to me as something that could happen in 1335. And I've got to pass 3 tiles. Now, I know I could do the west, but I don't want to do a pair because one of my rules, just on my own personal strategy, I don't know how many other instructors do this, but for me, you avoid pairs at all costs. And there is a way to try to avoid passing them during the Charleston, making sure if you have a pair that you think about, well, what am I going to get in on the next pass? If I get in, 2 tiles I need, am I going to get stuck with that pair? So you have to think about it. You definitely have to give it some thought. So I'm not going to keep the 9. I'm going to get rid of those 2. And now I have to make a decision about what other tile I'm going to get rid of. I mean, I have, the 1, 3, 5, and possible 7, 9. I do have no 7s. The 7 would be a pair. I don't focus a lot about what I don't have, but when I have to make a decision like this, I have to start focusing on it. What I mean by that is that I don't worry continually about if I need 4 flowers, if I need a Kong of flowers. I'm not going to be like, I can't play that hand because I need a Kong of flowers. I don't worry about that because I have tons of tiles to go through. But when it comes to a single or a pair, that is something I have to take into consideration because they could get discarded and then I have to switch to another hand. Or hopefully I'm keeping track of something else. So in this particular case, I have to make my decision. Do I go here or do I stay in the low end odds right now and get rid of the 9? That still leaves me possibly like numbers with 5s and many, good options in the 1, 3, 3, 5 category. So I think I'm going to do that because honestly, I'm not sure there's anything else that would make more sense right now. So I'm gonna do that. Oh, so look what I got. I got the 7, right? Phyllis is like, of course, what else? That's gonna happen. All right, so and I also now I got the 1 and 3, and I'm not even going to consider switching out to the multiple 1, 3, 5, 7, 9, but the 1 and 3 goes with my 1, 3, 3, 5 option, which is second hand, left side under 1, 3, 5, 7, 9. So that's nice. It's a whole hand in the making. We just need more tiles to fill in, but it is a whole hand in the making. So I will keep that. And I'm on a blind path. So I may end up doing the blind path. So I can do this in this with a blind pass and still we'll see what happens. Chances are I'm not going to get back that 9 dot yet. I may get it back, but that would mean I'd have to give everything else up. And it's still a riskier hand because I don't even have one of the 2 pairs that are needed. And I'm referring to line 1 of 1, 3, 5, 7, 9. So I'm going to do a blind pass on the first left. Let's see if something comes in to give me some hint of what I could possibly do that would help me out here. No, but we come to this juncture. We talk about this every week. Do we continue or do we stop? Now, I know many groups that have agreed that they're not even going to continue the second Charleston. I know many people that personally stop the Charleston if they're confused about what they're doing, or they have too much and they just don't want to have to make any kind of decision at all, so they just keep it all. But you're giving up looking at potentially 12 additional tiles, and we get new tiles in at the end. The best thing to not give out new tiles, but if I get them from my opponents, I'm certainly not gonna refuse them. So I am gonna continue.
Second Charleston.
And now I have a little bit of a tough decision here. I have to give something up. I certainly don't want to give up 1, 3, 3, 5. I make believe that flower is not even there because I don't pass flowers in the Charleston. They are a gift. If somebody's playing a hand with flowers, whether it's a Kong or a Quint, and they need a lot of them, or they're playing a pair of flowers and you've given them one and they already have one, you've got them, they're like sitting pretty. I don't have to worry about that pair anymore. So try not to do that. So in this particular case, let's see what I might want to do here. 3, 5, 3, 3. I gotta pass something, and I'm almost apt to do the 7 that I got in. Since the 1 has not gone out at all yet, I think about those things if I can. So I'm not like forced to pass it, but I think I'm going to do the 7. All righty, so I got another 5. So that now makes my like numbers a stronger possibility, and I do have to pass 3 across. So I have to pass the 1 that I didn't want to pass, or I have to pass the red. I'll keep the red because it still is a hand here. So I'll keep that one instead of the 1. I still have lots of options, and that's what I want to accomplish when I play this game. All right, so I haven't gotten that 9 back. Somebody's holding my 9, playing with it possibly, but we'll see if we get it back. All righty, gonna do this one. I want to maximize my potential, so I don't see any reason. I was thinking about the 7. Do I need it for anything there? But I don't think I need it. So I'm going to go ahead and get rid of it. I want to maximize how many tiles I get in. Let's see what happens.
Courtesy pass.
Nothing came in, so I'm going to do 3. Nothing that I want to keep anyway. And I got the 1 dot back, but the 7 and 9 are sitting in somebody's hand. All right, so here we go. Maybe I'll just keep the 1 for a little bit. You never know, if I start getting soaps in, maybe I could do flower 1, 3, 5 with the soaps. That's another possibility, so I'll hold it. So we got lots of things, but I'm not making a decision right now. I'm not making a decision until 1, I run out of discards that I don't need. And 2, I get in a tile that goes somewhere in here that's going to say to me now, you got to make a decision. You got to choose. So here we go.
8 dot. 9 crack. 2 dot. 1 crack.
Okay, so I know I passed a 7 bam and we don't need it, so I'll get rid of it. I try to pay attention to what I give, and 7 bam is something I did give and I'm not going to use it, so that's important.
7 bam.
I also like
8
to
bam.
get out the freshest tiles possible because
More.
people's hands are not formed early. So if you get tiles out
2 dots.
early, it makes it difficult for them to call. And even if they do call, better they call for an exposure than you holding a tile until later on and give somebody Mahjong. So I always look at the table in person on the computer and I'll be, okay, the 8 bam is out there already, so I'll do the 2 crack instead.
2
And
crack.
I see Agatha
8
decided to play with the Norse,
4 dot.
which is one of the first tiles I passed out.
9 dot.
There's a 9 dot, the 9 dot, the infamous 9 dot. No 4s
4
out. Good idea to
2
get it out.
6 dot. 1 crack.
Okay, a 9 crack. I don't need the 9 crack either, but there is 1 out. There's an 8 bam out. The 1 I'll hold for a little bit, but the longer I go and don't see another 1 go out will make me think, somebody might be playing it. Maybe it's time for me to get it out. Hold it for a little bit.
9 crack. 7 bam. 5 bam.
There's a 5 bam, and I'm not ready to commit to anything with only 1 joker, and my hand is not
5 dot.
fully formed. Okay, so here we come to a decision-making time. Do I call the 5 dot or not? Now, if I can call the 5 dot and still utilize it for some of these other things that I'm keeping track of, then I think it makes sense to do it. Because, I don't know, Randy says it's my rule of 4. If you could call 4 tiles that you could use in a couple of different places, then you might as well not let that 4th tile go and know that you'd have to cover it with a joker. So I can use 4 tiles in any like numbers, line number 1, and I could use it in the 1, 3, 3, 5, line 2 under 1, 3, 5, 7, 9. So I might as well do that. Hey, Karen, and hey, Sue, watching from YouTube. So I'm going to go ahead and call that. And now I'm like committed not to 1 hand, but now I'm kind of going, breaking it down to a couple of hands. So we'll call it, see what happens.
Call.
And now that I've done that, and by the way, the 5 can be used in the 2nd hand under 1, 3, 5, 7, 9, the 3rd hand, and any like numbers. I still got some good flexibility going on here.
8 bam. 4 dot.
I just need some jokers.
Flower. Call. West.
All right, so there's a flower. Now, I am sure somebody's going to grab at least 1 flower before it gets to me, but we'll see what happens. And then we'll
5 crack.
decide whether we're going to do it. So there goes a 5 crack. So we have a 5 dot. Was it a 5 dot? 5 bam went out and 1 5 crack went out so far.
5 crack.
A second 5 crack is going out. You know, this is where you got to start thinking, what am I going to do here? I can't call the 5 because for 1 3 3 5 second line, because that's a Kong. I could call it for any like numbers, but I'm still so weak right now. I just don't want to commit to that, although I would like to grab that joker. So if I did commit to that hand, which is the any like numbers line 1, and give up that joker, then I grab the, I'm just concerned, is that flower, are those, both those flowers gonna go? Because I would I would take that anyway and maybe use it for something else. I don't know if I'm gonna use it for any like numbers. So I think I'm gonna go ahead and ignore it right now. I think I'm gonna grab it. This is a hard thing to do, but I don't jump to call, so we'll see what happens. So now I got another flower, but I will take, let's see what I could take it, whether I play any like numbers or not. I just wouldn't be able to commit to the third hand under 1, 3, 5, 7, 9. So let me think this through. All right, if I call both jokers, then I'll be able to call the 1 bam, the 3 bam, and I'll only be 1 pick away from being able to call the 3 dot, 1 pick away. So that makes more sense to me than the other hands, which the third hand down, 1, 3, 5, 7, 9. I need a pair of 1s. That's a little bit riskier, although any like numbers I still could do if I have jokers and I get more opportunities to call the 5s. And those other 5s are pungs. So kind of like not, there's still 1 more 5 crack out. I think I'm going to take the jokers.
Joker swap. Joker swap.
Okay, so now I know that I can call the 1 bam, 3 bam, 3 dot. Hopefully nobody else is playing them. Let's see. I will still keep an eye on any like numbers. If I start getting there's only 4 flowers if nobody else is using them in the wall. So, but that's kind of what I'm doing right now. 1, 3, 3, 5. So we'll go ahead and get rid of this. Actually, I could get rid of the red first. Not that it's going to matter, but we'll see. We'll see. If I did get a flower, I might say 1, 3, 5 with the matching dragons. Still a possibility. Okay, here we go.
Red joker swap. 6 dot.
Okay.
4 bam.
Somebody
2
took
bam.
that north. All right, so 2 dot. Or 1 dot. I still want to hold the 1 dot, but I'm starting to think somebody might be playing them, although we're still early. There's 72 tiles here. 33 tiles makes up the beginning game. And I don't really care what anybody's doing because I'm worried about building my hand right now. I'm paying attention, of course, but I'm not going to hold anything back. So I'll wait for a little bit on that, but I'm probably going to get rid of it soon.
8 dot. Flower.
Now there's 1 flower. Let's see if anybody calls it. Nobody else called it. And a green, which I definitely don't need, and it's not out. So that says to me, get it out.
Green. 9 bam. 9 bam. 8 bam.
And 8 crack was out early. You wouldn't know that if you're playing in person. You kind of get a little advantage with the computer. But nonetheless, the 8 crack is going out.
8 crack. So.
Okay, we're in the middle game now. We're at 63 tiles. We started the middle game at 66 tiles. And there we have so I wouldn't call it because I would need a pair of flowers and a pair of 1s. Doesn't make any sense. So I'll just ignore.
9 bam. 8 bam.
6 bam, it sounds very fresh to me, and it is. So no 6 bams are out. Again, 6 bam and 1 dot are both pretty much even Steven with having to get out on the board. I'm going to go ahead and get rid of the 1 dot now, and then I'll do the 6 bam. But we got to get them out.
1 dot. Red. 9 bam. 9 dot.
All right, now I have 2 6 bams, so it would be lovely if somebody does call it and put up a joker. Joker bait with pairs is a lot of fun.
6 bam, 9 dot,
Bummer. There's a 9 dot. What do you do?
red, 2 crack,
Okay, and a 9 crack. So let's see, 9 crack went out early, 2 went out. I think I'll do the 6 bam. Okay,
6 bam, 8 crack, 7 bam, 5 crack,
okay, now 5 crack, of course, if I were to call the 5 crack and be able to call the 5 bam, then I'm much weaker on the any like numbers with 1 joker and no flowers. So we'll just ignore it. Oh, look at what I got. A 1 dot. Wouldn't you know it? So we'll just get that out. I'm not going to go backward
1
now.
dot, 6 dot,
I also have to look and see. Well, there's both 5 cracks and 5 bams out, so I don't have to worry too much about that.
north, east,
All right, so there's our 1 bam. Okay, so now I'm pretty well set with this hand as far as being able to call everything. I really would love it if I did pick in a 3 dot, so I wouldn't have to put up 2 jokers, but you know, can't be too picky when you're gonna get your tiles.
9 crack, west, west, east,
All right, 6 dots. We're good with that. And let me just see something. There was 1 5 bam and 3 5 cracks. That tells me the 5 bam is probably the one that should go out because that did go out early.
5 bam, 5 bam,
Ah, somebody waited. They were
so
holding on to it.
5 bam,
Not a good idea to hold on to those tiles. 3 crack. 3 crack sounds very, very new. Oh, it is. Okay. So we're at 36 tiles, and this is when you have to start thinking about what you're going to do. We're going to come into the end game, which is the last 33 tiles. I don't know what numbers Agata's playing. I know that Agata's probably playing, how many wins? There was only 1 west, 1 north, 1 north, 2 west, and east. 2 east, 2 west, 2 east. So more than likely he's playing the very popular hand on the line number 3, which are 2 consecutive numbers. Now, sometimes you could take a look on the board and you could guess. We've done that before to see, well, what's not out there? Or maybe there's only one of it out there. Just scanning the board right now, I don't see, I know I have the 3 bam and a 3 dot, but I don't see any others. So could he be playing not a lot of 4s and, I mean, 4 bams, but could he be playing 3 4? Maybe 2 3, although there's, could still be, but there's still a lot of 2s out, too many 2s. Could he be playing 3s and 4s? I don't know. But do I want to win? That's the question. Do I want to win the game? I still have a whole entire, oh, there's no 7. Carol said no 7 crack out. Ooh, no 7 crack out. So could it be 6? It could be a 7 crack too. I don't know. We don't know what Wes is playing, and Joe has no exposures. So Joe's not even revealed. But nonetheless, I want to win. And if I want to win, I don't hold the 3 crack because it's not on the table. Not yet. I still have a good chance of winning. I have lots of picks left. So let's see who's going to call it.
3 crack call,
Woo!
4 bam,
There we go. So predictable, this game, when you understand it, right? All right, 2 3 cracks, 2 joker exchanges up there. Well, maybe we'll get it. Who knows?
joker swap, green, 7 crack,
Already 1 joker swap. Ooh, I got another joker. Very nice. Okay, so now I'm in, a pretty good shape if nobody mahjongs before me with 4 jokers. Hopefully, I'll make it. We'll see. Now Wes is playing flowers with 3s, a conga flowers with a conga 3s. So like numbers with 3s. So we did recognize that there was, I have 1 3 bam and 1 3 dot. So he's my competitor here with the 3s. Let's see. I don't think there's anything. He could be playing flowers 3 times 5 equals 15. Could be playing that. It would be a 15 with, we don't know, a dot or a bam. I have 2 1 bams. No others out. Nonetheless, he could be my competitor. So let's just keep going.
6 dot, 7 crack, 1 crack, green,
Okay, east.
east, so 8 dot, 9 crack,
20. So we're getting down there now,
8,
getting into that end game.
1 crack,
I still have a very good
Four
shot
dot.
at winning, although if he's
7
playing all
bam.
my 3s. All right, 4 dot. Do we have a joker exchange available? It sure looks like it.
2 bam,
And a 4 crack. 4 crack. I don't think any 4 cracks have gone out. All right, well, I still have a shot at this game. So I would definitely not hold it up. I'm gonna go ahead and discard it. So 4, 8, 12, 16, 20. I have 5 picks left. I still have a good shot, even if I have a competitor, because I've got 4 jokers. I mean, I'm pretty nicely set. We'll take a chance. It's only a game. Carol said, oh yeah, there was probably a delay. YouTube has a delay. So I had said about the, oh no, she said 3 plus 4, not the multiplication. She said that they could be playing 3 plus 4 equals 7. Carol watching from YouTube. You're right, Carol. You are absolutely right. Well, let's see what happens here.
4 crack, call, 4 bam,
Well, it wasn't Wes, but it was Joe playing like numbers. Now, Joe discarded a 4 bam. So that means he's probably playing this 3rd hand from the bottom under consecutive run, I think. Or what else could he be playing? I don't know if their intelligence is where he has all the other jokers and he's throwing a 4 bam. I don't know. Let's just see what happens.
1 bam,
All right, we're going to call that for a pung, which is 3
call,
tiles.
5 crack, 6 crack,
And now I'm set, on call, ready, however you want to say it, for mahjong if someone doesn't beat me to it.
call, flower,
And that's a 2 crack. So let's see, do we have to worry about the 2 crack here? Yes, no, we don't have to worry about it there. So Agata's playing 5 and 6 or 6 and 7. Definitely not 5 bams. It's not 5 cracks, that's for sure, because it has to be 2 different suits. 5 dots. I've got the 5 dots up, so it's not that. So let's see, 6 and 7 bams. There's 3 7 bams. How about 7 cracks? Actually, it's 4 7 bams. 7 cracks, a few are out. He probably just couldn't call it. What about 7 dots? 7 dots? Oh, I don't see 7 dots. So he's probably playing 7 dots. He just, yeah, probably in a good position too. So here we go. I'm going to take the chance because the answer for me is I want to win.
2 crack, 7 crack,
There's a 7. Nobody needs that.
6 bam, south,
Oh, Agata couldn't even call the south. How do you like that? All right. The 2 dot. Can it be used for anything? Let's see, two of them are out early. I don't think so. Am I missing anything? Phyllis and Agnes, am I missing anything? I don't think so.
2 dot, 7 crack, 1 dot. So,
All right, that's very safe. I like it when they're safe ones. I don't have to
Okay.
think at the end
1
about
dot.
it. Okay.
Joker swap, 2 crack,
Ooh,
red,
6 more tiles left. Oh,
west, 9 dot, 7 dot.
3 more.
Mahjong.
Oh, wow. Oh my God, jokerless. He made that hand jokerless with the 7 dots because those were the ones that were not out. Wow. So let's see what Joe was playing. The 1, 2, 3, 4, 4, which is what I figured. And then Wes, any like numbers, line 1 with the 3s. My competitor there. But not bad. Let's see what's come. Let's see what was in the wall. As far, look at that. Look how close. Not that it matters because I didn't win, but look how close it was coming up. If someone else picked it, they probably would never have thrown it. But let's see who it was. Let's see if we can figure this out. Agata called Mah Jongg, but I don't know who went last. But none, yeah. So I don't know who picked and whether whose tile she called. She earned 45 and Joe lost 20. So she picked it herself, right? 35 plus 10. Yeah. So I don't think I would have gotten that 3 dot unless somebody threw it, and they wouldn't have. But anyway, that's how it happens. Let's do it again.
Charleston.
Oh, we got 1 joker. Woohoo! How cool is that? Pretty nice. All right, so we're going to start with our multiple. Only 1 multiple. It's certainly not an even. It's not a 2024. There's no other like numbers. A little bit of addition hands there, but nothing to speak of. 1 plus 3, 1 plus 6 equals 7, nothing to speak of. Possibly 1, 3, 5, 7, 9. I've got the 1s and 3s, and this is a hand with a gap in it. 1, 3, the opposite dragons, 3 dot, 5 dot. It's a little bit there. What about our consecutive numbers? Well, I've got a lot of stuff going on with 1, 2, 3, 4 in a variety of ways. And I do have to pass 3 tiles. So I can't keep everything. So let's see if I do 1, 2, 3. I do have like numbers, but I have that pair. So I don't want to, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4. I don't know, maybe I'll do this one. 4, 6, and 8 in 1 suit is a little pretty. Bye, Sue. Thanks for being here. All right, so we'll do this. I'd like to keep it all, except for the 6 and 8. Oh, I have 1, 2, 3, 4. So I do have a whole hand here. Missing a lot of tiles, but I have a whole hand. So let's see. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4 with the dragons. So if I were to get 2 BAMs, I could do my mouse, make believe those are 2 BAMs. 1, 2, 3, 4. Could do that right there. What else could I keep here that would make sense? 1, 2, 3. Maybe this 1 crack is what will go. I'm thinking 1, 2, 3. Mixed suit run. So we'll do that one. I don't know. Put a pay attention here. Oh my goodness, I'm getting all these ones and threes. Ones, twos, and threes. So we're gonna do this. This is gonna be a blind pass. 1, 3, 3, 5. Do I need to keep that for any reason? Ones. I don't want to get rid of that. 1, 2, 3, 4. I don't want to get rid of the 4. I guess I'll do this one. I could do a blind pass, but I want to try to get more stuff in. So let's see. Of course, I'm continuing.
Second Charleston.
Absolutely. We'll do this one. So I've got 1, 2 crack, 3, 4 bam. I've got 1, 3 bam. Reds, maybe 3, 5 dot. 1, 2 crack, 3, 4 bam. I think I'm going to end up, let's see, hold on. 1, 2, oh my goodness. I don't know what to do here. I know I'm getting rid of that. Oh, okay. 1, let's do hands that don't have a gap. 1, 2, 3, 4. That's one choice. One, 1, 2 crack, and 3 dot. Oh, I'm in a really bad situation, aren't I? If I want to keep that mixed suit run, I am in a pickle. All right, Phyllis, Agnes, Carol. Somebody from YouTube. I have to wait a little bit because there's a little delay there. What would you give up? I've got 1, 2, 3, 4. One bam, 2 crack, 3 dot. I would have to pass that. If I keep the 3, if I keep this, it would have to be for 1 bam, 2 bam, reds, 3, 4. And then I'd have to give up the hand that's got something. What would you guys do? Nobody wants to give me, oh, consecutive run, concealed hand, the 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. I was thinking about that, but again, it's nice, but I still would want to keep a backup hand here with the 1, 2, 3, 4. Would I ever pass 2 reds? I have never done that in my life. Never. Rebecca, what's ND hand?
I hit the wrong thing. I'd keep the second hand in consecutive with the dragons in the middle. 1, 2, dragons, 3, 4. That's what I would do.
I'm still missing stuff there. And it does.
Yeah, but I think you get it.
Well, it requires 2 pairs.
Mm-hmm.
1 pair. It requires, the 4 is not a pair. I don't know. 1 red,
Yeah.
1 4 bam. Keep 1 red. I'll pass 1 red and 1 4 bam. But then I'm giving up this one, you're saying.
Yeah, I'd give up that hand.
That's the safest hand.
I know, but take a risk.
That's the safest hand. Phyllis, what would you do if you were playing at the Elks and this was happening? And this was your hand. Red and flower. I never passed flowers in the Charleston.
Yeah, I think I'd play the 3 numbers, not 4 numbers. Or 3 suits, not 2 suits.
What, the 1, 2, 3 flower? You're saying this? 1, 2, 3?
Right. You have one flower.
I have 1 flower. That's another no gap. I know. Well, that's one of the hands, right? So that was one of the hands we were considering, but if I do that, yeah. See, I don't want to go, it doesn't make sense to go with a riskier hand. I could potentially get something back if I were possibly, because Joe could give, no, Joe's giving a right to Agatha. No, I don't think I could get it back now. No. So 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, oh my goodness. So you're saying get rid of what, the 4?
Well, yeah, I mean, you gotta.
What about the 1, since that's part of a pung rather than the 3 and 4?
Right, right.
So it's easier if I had to recoup it. Yeah,
Maybe you'll get it back.
I hear you on that hand, but it's really, really too risky for me to do it. I want to keep it all. Can't I stop the Charleston now? Nothing. Boo-hoo. Let's see. Maybe I should keep the green for 1, 2, 3, 4 dragon and just do 2. Consecutive run line 5. That's got a gap in it, but I could keep it.
Courtesy pass.
Oh, look at that. Ugly. I'll keep it.
1 crack.
I got the red back. I thought I wasn't gonna get it back. How come I'm trying to? Joe? I gave it to Joe. How did I get it back? Oh, on the last right. Oh, yeah. Okay. All right.
Flower. 8 dot. So 8 dot. West.
I hope I get something,
7 band.
something
1
in.
dot. 9 band. 5 crack.
I better pay attention to what I get rid of. All right.
8 band.
I'll be making a
6
decision pretty soon here.
Call. 9 crack.
Ooh, 2 jokers. Who's gonna grab them?
So
Let's see. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4. I don't need that. And I probably am not going to be getting that, but I'll get rid of this.
9 dot. 7 dot. 7 band. So
1, 2, 3, 4. No. 1, 3, 5. Nope. 2, 3, 4, 5. Nope.
5 band. 7 dot. 9 band. 7 crack. 8 band. 2 band. South. 9 crack.
All right. Ooh. Phyllis, I think your hand might come in.
Green. 4 dot. East. 8 dot.
Another 5 band. It looks like this is the way it's gonna end up being here. I honestly have
5
to say.
band. 7 dot. 1 band.
Okay. So if I call the 1 bam, I'm committing to that hand, and I do need a flower, but we're early on, so I think I'm gonna do it. At this point, since they're all Kongs, I am gonna call it. If it was a Pong, I would wait. Okay, so I'm gonna do that.
Call.
Okay. All right, let's see. Any one of these could get out. They're not out, which is good, so.
3 band. 1 dot, 7 crack, 9 band,
Okay, now I can call everything and be on call for that flower if I don't get it ahead of time.
4 band, 8 band, green, 2 band,
6 band.
6 band, call, 8 band,
Uh-huh.
5 crack, 1 dot, east, 3 crack, 2 band, green, south, 3 crack, 1 crack, 3 dot,
Okay, we'll call that.
call,
Now everybody knows what I'm doing.
red, south, joker swap, north,
Ooh, look at that.
red,
Woo,
5 dot,
that was very lucky. Let's see if we can get that 2 crack or a joker or a joker swap.
Mah Jongg,
My husband laughing in the background there. I don't know what's so funny back there, mister. Oh, I know, not funny though. Sad, very sad. Oh my goodness. Well, that came in really nice, you have to admit. So 3, 4, 5, 6 for Agata and line 1, 2, 4, 6, 8, the pong 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 pong. Everybody, you know, that's the one of the safest hands. So Agata played it and Joe was playing it. And Wes was doing consecutive run line 6 with those singles, 3, 4, 5, 6, 6. No jokers, but he had some good potential there, but he needed quint of flowers. Ooh, ooh, ooh. Let's see where my 2 crack is. Right there. And there's both of them right there. So let's just see what was in here. No more jokers. Yeah. Wes was not going to make his hand. Carol said that Agata is a pain in the butt. I'm telling you, she's a good player. She's got lots of years playing this. Whatever. All right, let's play. Let's start again. I got to get one mahjong. All right, so I sorted by suit and I have 0 multiples. So in this particular case, I'm going to put it into evens and odds and see how that looks to start. Pretty weak right there. But the odds with 3, 6, 9 as a potential is pretty good. Got a lot of stuff going on there. So is there anything in these tiles that I would want to keep for adding in any kind of run stuff? Oh, let's see. Maybe the 4. I've got a lot of on the 3, 4, 5 end. More than the 7, 8, 9 end. I'll do this. Let's see. 2, 3, 4. I do have a hand here, believe it or not. 2, 3, 4, 5. No gap. It's a hand. So if I break this up and I go with that, 1, 3, 5, 1, 3, 5, 7, 9. Sometimes I think about that mixed suit 1, 3, 5, 7, 9, but it's not that easy a hand to get. Let's see what else. 3, 6, 6, 9. Maybe I'll keep the 3, 6, 9 stuff since I do like those. I'll do the 5 just to break up the wins. So I got a 6, 3, 6, 9s. I'm still collecting a little bit of that. Let's see what we could do here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3. 6, 9. I'll do this one. Let's see, addition hands. If there's anything 3, 4, 7, 2, 5, no. This is really 2, 4. I got a 6 in. 2, 4, 6, 8 could now happen. I have 2 crack. 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh boy. 2, 3, 4, 5, 3, 6. This is really, this night is another night. I'm telling you, these Wednesday nights are my biggest challenges. 3, 6, 9, 3, 6, 9. I'm looking at I do 6, 2, 3, 2. I'm gonna do this. 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. 3, 6. I don't want to get rid of those. This is a blind pass, so I could do 2. See what happens. Nothing. Oh my goodness. But 8s. Let's see. 2, 4, 6, 8. Got rid of the. Did I get rid of the 4? 2, 4, 6, 8. Well, I got to continue.
Second Charleston.
So, do not like that 2, 4, 6, 8. That sounded like I do not like green eggs and ham. 2, 4, 6, 8. I gotta kind of pick something here. You know, this 2, 3, 4, 5 is still my only hand that I've got going on right there in full. And then this and this. If I were to get 4 cracks, 2, 4, 6, 8, pung, pung, clong, clong with cracks and dots is a possibility. So I can't keep everything. I'm going to mix this up. Maybe I should mix it up with this. 3, 3, 6, 9. I'll do this. I do have the mix suit 3, 6, 9 as well. Oh my goodness. Wow. 3, 6, 9. Look at that. This is not fun. I mean, it's fun. Okay. I'm sorry. I shouldn't say that, but 3, 6, 9. Yes, I need a pair of flowers. 100%. 3, 6, 9. Third line, 3, 6, 9, right side. For sure. Definitely need it. Now I need, let's see, the 2, 3, 4, 5 is still a possibility. And that means I would not have 3 tiles to pass. If I keep the 9 and think about this as being a 6 crack, I have 3, 6, 6, 9 as well as that mixed suit. I think that's the way I'm going to go. Even though that other hand has no gap in it, I feel like I have more flexibility everywhere else. Oh my God, I might regret this. Really? Seriously? I hate to pass 2 of those, but I want to see if I get anything in.
Courtesy pass.
I guess somebody's keeping dragons. All right. I'll do 3.
So
No, nobody wants those dragons. So, all right. So hopefully I didn't do any damage with that. Well, I certainly hope that I get some kind of sign here because this is
7 dots.
crazy.
Flower.
There's 1 flower.
Flower.
There's another flower.
Red.
reason for me to keep that at this point, but I will.
8 dot, south. 8 crack, green. East, call, 8 dot,
We've got a caller.
west, call. 3
Another one. Oh, 3 crack. Oh, see, I mean, I am just not in a good situation right now. I can't call and commit to that at all. I just can't. Mm-mm. Nope. And I think I was keeping track of something. I think I might have gotten rid of this. No, I didn't get rid of it. I cannot call that yet. It's too early to commit.
5 band,
Way too early to commit.
7 band, 5 band. So 2 crack,
Uh, nope. Nope, nope. 2, 4, 6, 8. Oh, no, there's 3 8s out already. All right, let's see. I'll get the 5 out then.
5 crack, 5 dot. Mah Jongg,
Oh, golly. Agatha, again. Agatha, what's with her? The mixed suit one I was talking about, that's not that easy to get. She got it. Shirley, you saw 366, the pairs, 369, line 5, yeah. Tough hands with the pairs, but good to see all those things. Keep an eye on them, right? Okay, let's see. We have 8, oh, we have plenty of time. Oh, I should have looked at the other hands, what they were playing. I did that too quick. All right, do I have any pairs? I have a pair of 4s. I have a pair of 1s. I maybe could get 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Line 1 consecutive run is kind of right there. And then I keep the soaps if I do have those runs for that second hand. Good possibility. Let's see if we've got some nice things going on here. But I also have 2 crack, 4 crack, 6 crack, 8 crack for that pun pong, line 1, 2, 4, 6, 8. Let's see, 4 times 6 equals 24. Kind of weak right there. I think I'm gonna mix this up and do this. Nice pass. All right, so we have a 2. So 1 through 5 is kind of nice, or maybe this there. We'll see. 2, 4, 6, 8 is still a possibility. I'm going to do this. I could do that as well with the run. I can't keep everything. Two, 4, 6, 8. 2, 4, 6, 8. Certainly the 1. I do have my pairs for that run, which is nice. First left, I can do a blind. Let's see if anything comes in. Ooh, look at that. Okay. So 2, 4, 6, 8 is really, really in all honesty, that is going to be the smarter of the to choose. But let's see what we have the most of here. We've got 6 there, 2, 4, and 7, 1 through 5. I cannot pass 3 dragons. So this is where Sue, I'd love to ask you your opinion here. Did you leave, Sue? I Sue might have left already. I don't know. But here's the situation, do I keep 1 through 5 because I have one more tile there, but I do have a gap. Shirley, what would you do? Phyllis, Agnes. What do you think? Carol, you said move the 2 crack. I'm not sure. So you're saying don't keep 2, 4, 6, 8? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh, it's the same amount. Did I have it in the wrong place? That one here, 2, 4, 6, 8 is, oh no. Oh, oh, that's what you meant, I think. Okay, I think I had it. I didn't have it together. So it's also 7. So that makes sense. Okay, so there's our decision. Yes.
Second Charleston.
All right, so there it is. Second Charleston. I have to break this baby up here. So we'll do that. We'll do that. And 2, 3, 4, 5. Let's see, we'll do that. So what I'm thinking of is keeping, and just in case, but I don't know, it's too far stretched. Second Charleston. Oh my God, do I do 2 dragons? Maybe I'll do it. What the heck? 2, 4, 6, 8. I don't need any of those. The only thing would be jokerless. And then I wouldn't need the 4 crack. Do I dare try for jokerless and do this instead? Why not? 2, 4, 6. I could keep an eye on that. But then I can't get rid of this one. What am I doing? But there's the jokerless hand right there. Keeping 2, 4, 6, 8. Keep the jokerless hand in mind. I guess I'll do this. Okay, wrong suit for the 2, 4, 6, 8 for my jokerless thing. I'm going to get rid of them so that I can maximize what I get
Crimson
in.
House.
Oh, look at this. Look at that. Very nice. Okay, so that is strong. That is definitely strong. I don't know that I would even consider jokerless, although it's really, I'm close to it. I could do 2. All right, here we go.
2 bound. 6
I
bound.
just need some jokers for 2, 4, 6, 8 here if I'm going to play that
Mhm.
hand.
Flower.
2 flowers out the door. Ooh, 2, 4, 6, 8. Maybe, who knows, maybe 1 suit will come in. Let's see, 2, 4, 6, 8 with the reds. 2, 4, 6, 8 with the flower. I got the 3 4s. Oh, I got lots of options here, but I don't think I'm going to go with the red, but we'll do the 2 right now. 2, 4, 6, 8.
2
Okay.
dot. 6 crack.
Oh, 2, 4, 6, 8. Okay, no, I'm not getting that.
So. 4 dot. 3 crack.
No.
3
The
band.
jokerless is too crazy. I
band.
mean, I can't, I'd have to give up the other stuff, so that doesn't make sense here, so. 3,
3 crack.
Oh,
north,
maybe I should have kept the 3 crack. I did that too
Flower.
quickly.
green,
Being too fast here. 2, 4, 4, 6. No,
4 band, 6 band, 8 dot,
no jokers, can't call.
south, 3 dot, north, 5 crack, 1 band, 5 band, 3 dot, 8 crack,
And there's an 8 crack.
1 crack, 3 crack, north, 6 crack,
And the 6 crack.
1 crack, 3 band, 2 band, 1 dot, 8 band, 9 dot, call, 5 band,
Okay, well, at least I got it out early, so
4 dot, call, 5 crack,
1 4 dot out, 1 available. All right, that's my hope right there, all honesty, that's my hope. Right there. We'll keep. Possibly, I mean, very unlikely, but probably gonna be the 2 suit, 2 4 6 8. We'll get rid of the red.
red, 7 dot, call, 1 band, 1 band,
Need a,
red, 7 dot,
I need a joker so I
Red.
could call something before they go out.
so,
Ooh, yes, Agatha, may I have your
Joker's fine.
joker, please? At least I got a joker. My goodness gracious. I'll hold the flower for just a little bit more, not much more. Let me make sure I don't need it for anything at all, and I don't.
6 crack, 5 crack, 3 dot,
And what, it was the 8 dot that went out, so that's where I need it for sure.
1 dot,
Boy, look at that. Okay, so I'm gonna throw the 8 crack because none are out, which means that somebody might need, oh, there's 1 out. But there's already 3 of these out, so that's a little bit safer to keep.
8 crack, green, 1 band, 8 band, 5 band, 4 crack,
Okay, I don't need it because I only needed a pung. Wrong tile.
1 dot, west, 1 dot, 9 band, 3 dot, 2 dot,
All right, I'm gonna get rid of the flower on the next round. There's 3 out, but
7 band, east,
definitely need to get it out.
6 dot,
Oh, shoot. See, now if I call the 6 dot, then I need 100% a joker to cover that 8. If I let it go, then I still have time to get in a joker. Oh, Rebecca, I'm playing line 1, 2 4 6 8 on the right side. Hopefully I'm not too late.
Oh, I know now. Thanks.
So my gut tells me to let this go. And then if another 6 dot goes out, I call it. Because if I call it with the joker right now, and another 8 dot goes out, I need 2 jokers to cover it. So I'm thinking I might have to let this go, even though it's a crazy thought. Anybody have any thoughts on that? Phyllis, what would you do? Call it? Phyllis says, I don't know. It makes sense though, doesn't it, not to call it when you think about it, right? Because then I'm really putting myself in a pickle if an 8 dot goes out. So I kind of have to protect that Kong. As much as it seems like a very kind of weird, almost like an oxymoron, I think I have to let it go. So I'm going to say ignore. Kills me. Oh, all right. We got to get rid of this because this could be Joe's Mahjong. Well, of course.
Flower.
Nope.
6 crack. South. Mah Jongg.
Ugh. I told you, Phyllis. See, you're keeping me company. Oh my goodness. Look at this. Crazy. News. Like numbers, line 3. It does tell you right down here, by the way, in case you didn't know. 13579, line 2. It was not like numbers, so that was good. And then consecutive run, line 7 for Agata, 4-5. Oh, she was kind of far. 4-5, line 7. 3, 6, 7. Oh, yeah, missing stuff though. All right, we could play one more
First
quick one.
Charleston.
Oh, lovely, lovely, lovely. I'm gonna go atomic. Ha, just kidding. That is a table rule. So I'm gonna just sort it into evens and odds and see what happens. See if anything looks remotely. All right, there's our evens. 2 8s, 2 like numbers with 8s. We've got 5, 6, 7, 8 in runs. 5, 6, 7, 8. I don't care right now what suits. I just think in terms of, what possible things I could be collecting. Certainly not doing very well with these. I didn't get very many wins at all, really. So let's see, we'll mix this up and I'll throw 2, 4, 6, 8, 5, 6, 7, 8. Like numbers with 2s, like numbers with 8s, possibilities. I don't really want to get rid of these. Maybe I'll just get rid of, let's see, this one. 6, 7. 4, 5, 6, 7. I don't know. Either one. It's like, oh, is that crazy? All right, let's see. 2, 4, 6, 8. Bottom concealed hand. 2, 4, 6, 8. 8, 8. 2, 4, 6, and the pairs of 8s, and of course I would need the flowers as well. I'll go here. 6, 7. Wonder if I'll get that back. 2, 4, 6, 8 with the dragons. I don't know. I guess I'm kind of going in that direction with 2, 4. Look at this. 2, 4, 6, 8. 2, 4, 6, 8 with the reds. Bottom concealed. 2, 4, 6, 8. If I had more like numbers with the 6s. See, if I do this, this is a first left. If I do 3 of them and I get in tiles, I'm going to be stuck with those. Let's see. 6, 6. I'm just kind of, I think I'm going to try it. Or wait a minute, 3, 6, 6, 9. Oh. try this. Bottom concealed hand, kind of looking good. I need flowers. I need a pair of fours. It's risky,
Second Charleston.
but I think I'm gonna try it. Nope, that 5 came back. Or do I want to hold this for 2, 4, 6, 8 as a backup, but then I've got those 8s. All right, I'll get rid of that. Of course, I get that for 2, 4, 6, 8 with the reds. And then we'll do this and this. And I 2, 4, 4, 6, 8. Maybe I'll just do 2.
Courtesy pass.
2. All right, well, I've got some options.
5 darts.
I've got the bottom concealed hand. I've got 2, 4, 6, 8 with the reds. Second, third from the top, third hand. I've got a few other things that could possibly develop. It seems like the flowers go out when I need to get flowers.
3 bam. 3 crack. 3 bam. So
Another red.
1 bam. Call. 4 bam.
So let's see how that looks. 2, those are both pairs. Row 2, 4, 6, 8. Those are both pairs. Oh my goodness. 1 bam joker exchange available.
1 dot. North. North. South. 2 bam. East. 1 dot. 4 dot. 1 crack. South. Flower.
Another flower.
1 crack. South. Red.
Really? I even have like numbers right now, but I gave up all the other dragons. So if I were to commit to this red, I am really in a weak position with those 2s. Really weak position. Well, it always seems to be the way, isn't it? I can't commit to this. It's too freaking risky. Phyllis, would you call it? You would think about it? Agnes, would you call it, leaving yourself weak with these? At least if I don't call it, I could switch to like numbers and still hope I get in maybe another joker. Or, I mean, another green or not. I don't think I would call it. Agnes says no. I'm not calling it. It's just,
crack.
it's see, there's 1, 2 crack.
9 crack.
There's 1 flower.
9 dot. 1 dot. 6 bam. 3 bam.
I threw a soap. I passed the soap. Goodness gracious. Look at this. 2, 4, 4, 6, 8. Nah. But who knows? Maybe something crazy can happen with, I'm not gonna keep this one.
6 bam. 3 crack. 3 dot. Mah Jongg.
All right. I have to have a talk with Julie and Philippe from I Love Mah. I think they have the game rigged on Wednesday night. This is going on record, Julie, if you are listening to this back. Oh, yeah. Well, you know, I'm willing to take risks, but man, you're not getting jokers and stuff. And even though one of the hands, I was set with lots of jokers, and you would think that,
Yeah,
you know, I could have, but somebody beat me to it, and that's the way this game goes, right?
yep.
A lot of times you're sitting there in a really pretty position, and then what happens? Somebody else beats you out.
That's right.
Well, but it's still fun trying. It's still fun trying. It's a tough. Well, thank you guys, everybody, for watching on YouTube, for joining me on Zoom tonight. Hopefully you'll get more jokers, and I'll see you soon. Hey, guys, come join on Monday night. If you don't play Siamese and you want to learn and you want to see how to play on I Love Mah, I'm doing a live stream on Monday night. Should be a lot of fun. Bye. Good night.